Okay, I think we got this going. I'm going to take a little walk around the house here. Here's our house, 383 R1 Loop. Let's take a walk, take you to the front entrance, and then we'll go on the side yard and then the backyard. First of all, here's our greeting committee here. Bunch of plants and our name. And there's a Robolini palm, sometimes called a date palm. Over in the front is a small crepe myrtle tree. Take a walk up to the front gate. There's a little fountain here with some nice flowers. And then we'll scan over to where we have a nice holly bush and some azaleas and a few other plants there, some vinca. I'll go up to see, take a quick look at this Bismarck palm, which is one of the great palms. It was about 4 feet tall when we planted it, and look at it now. And okay, we're going to take a walk up the walkway here. Take a look at, first we'll go right up to the door. Jean made this yesterday. This is our new wreath. Pretty cool, huh? And we have a little patio out front. You'll see there's actually a rabbit's foot palm there. A few other plants there. There's a couple of bridal veil hanging. And then we have a multicolored, three-colored hibiscus. You can see a little bit of the yellow and red and pink there. In the front here is a Texas rose that was just in bloom, but it's just kind of out of bloom right now. And then there's a knockout rose, and I forget the name of that plant, but isn't that gorgeous? And some jasmine there. Pan on down to this desert rose, in full bloom here. And then we got a few other plants, blue days, some coleus. And then I'll back out here a little bit and take a look at this this pindo palm in our front yard. Pindo palm has a bunch of ferns that have sort of grown themselves around it. And then we'll take another look. Along the side we have several different azaleas, most of which aren't really in bloom right now. When they are in bloom, they're gorgeous. And in the front here, we have a big firecracker plant that's getting huge. And then these azaleas were just beautiful about 2 weeks ago. They were all in bloom. They were gorgeous. And a few other plants, like a Thai plant, some ginger, some vinca, and there's a garia there that's just growing up. Take a little walk around the side yard here. This is worth looking at. This is a stash palm, stash pine here. That was a seedling just a few, not many years ago, maybe 2 feet high. Look at it now. And you can see this is our little island on the side where we can relax and do some reading or whatever. This particular palm tree we bought, it was 29 bucks and it was about 3 feet high. You can see it now. Stuff grows like mad around here. We have a couple of lime tree and an orange tree there. And then I forget what this is called, but this is very beautiful. Got some really nice flowers. American flag in the background, that's Ted. Let's scan back around. There's a small date palm there. And I'm going to walk over to this bougainvillea, which is just spectacular. Look at the size of that. That thing was cut almost to the ground, and it's grown again. We're going to leave in a couple of weeks. We're going to have it cut almost back to the ground again. I hate to cut the flowers off, but if we're not going to be here, who cares, right? Over on the side here, we got a South African daisy. That's a kumquat tree. This one right here is a beautiful azalea that's almost always in bloom, but not right now. And some new plantings here. Looks like that's drooping. It's a beardlawn, a flowering pine, flowering maple, and a few other bedding plants here. We'll come around to the side here. This is our side stoop. Oh, a bunch of interesting little bedding plants here. A couple of chairs. I love to, in the morning when we come out here, the morning sun is just great for reading. Now let's take a look up here. I want to show you a close-up of this particular bougainvillea. Isn't that gorgeous? We've got a portulaca there hanging and then bougainvillea hanging over it. Look at the color of that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Down here is a camellia. That's a white camellia that blooms in January profusely. And then we'll walk over here. That's a low pot tree there. A European fan palm. We got some, this is a Silvestri palm. That thing is beautiful too, isn't it? That thing grows like mad. And then we got some bedding plants along the side here. We'll take a quick look through the backyard. Particularly, I want to show you this. These are some gardenias all in bloom. I wish this thing could smell because the smell is just beautiful. That's one of 3 gardenia bushes we have here. This plant is out of control here. It's a firethorn pyracantha. But it's just growing like mad, and we got to cut back all the time. Along here, the little bird feeder. We got the bluebird house with no bluebirds in it. Some more gardenias. Ah, the smell is just great. The smell is wonderful. We got another camellia here. This one's a pink camellia. And of course, always have these. You know, gotta have those. And we'll cut this way back again when we leave in the summer. It'll come out really strong. And then over on the side, we have a Chinese fan palm. A few other plants. On the side, we got some daisies and a potted fern, some trevena. This particular one, this used to be a big yucca tree that we had. I had to cut it down because it wasn't looking too good, but it's all started coming up from the bottom again. This used to be a small yucca tree in our house. Speaking of that, we've got to take a trip back. I forgot to show you my prized plant, which I shall do now. And there it is. See it in the background? That's our monkey puzzle tree. That tree was in our upstairs foyer for years. It was about 3 feet high. Brought it down here, and that's what it's done. It's just simply gorgeous. So that's about the end of our trip here. I'm going to sign out, take a little flash on the yard. I could take you around the side yard, but the side yard has a bunch of plants. We use it as our hospital area. But anyway, that's my tour.